So to continue on with number 12, how many electrons can fit in each of the following energy levels? In the first energy level, the answer is 2 electrons because 2 can fit in the S sublevel, and the first energy level only has the S sublevel. That you can just refer back to the chart. For the second energy level, there is 8 electrons because there 2 can fit in each 2s sublevel and 6 in the 2p sublevel, so giving a total of 8 electrons. And for the third energy level, 18 electrons because 2 electrons can fit in the 3s sublevel, 6 in the 3p sublevel, and 10 in the 3d sublevel. And in the fourth energy level, it's 32 electrons because 2 electrons fit in each S sublevel and the 4s sublevel, and 6 in the 4p sublevel, 10 in the 4d sublevel, and 14 in the 4f sublevel. And that can, just like a refresher, 4s and 3s and 2s and 1s, they each have the same amount of electrons. It's just that the 1, the 2, 3, and the 4 just kind of tells you where it is. And so there are, since there's one orbital in the s, so that would make 2 electrons. There are 3 orbitals in the p, so that makes 6 electrons. There are 5 in the d, so that makes 10 electrons. And there are 7 in the f, so it's 14. And some more information before we continue on is that the address for an electron is kind of what we're doing now, and so I did the best that I could, and so it's 3p, and just the arrow that you see, the caret, is representing an arrow pointing upward, and the arrow represents an electron. And so there's 1 electron in this 3p level, and if there were 2, like when you're actually drawing it, if you look in the packet, it's 3, and you draw the arrow above the line, and if there were 2 electrons, then it would go, like if the whole thing was full, and there could be a downward one too. And an arrow pointing upwards means that the electron is spinning clockwise. There's really no way for you to tell that. You have to be told that if you're going to draw it that way. And 3p means that the electron is in the p sublevel of the third energy level. So, and in the p sublevel there are 3 orbitals, because that's what the chart said. And so that's why there are 3 blanks. Each blank represents an orbital. And so each blank could potentially have 2 electrons because there are 2 electrons for each orbital. And the electron is in the first of the 3 orbital because it is on the first line. And then another example is the 4D one. It's in the 4th energy level, it's in the d sublevel, and in the d sublevel there are 5 orbitals, and there is 1 electron, and it is in the first orbital, and it is pointing downward, so it is spinning counterclockwise. For number 13, in example number 2, why are there 5 lines drawn next to D? It is because in a d sublevel there are 5 orbitals, so 5 lines, since each line represents an orbital. And then also, what does it mean to have the arrow pointing down? It means it's going counterclockwise. Write the notation for an electron in a 2s orbital spinning clockwise. So what you would do is you would put a 2, and then it's in the s, so you put the s, and each s orbital has only, or each s sublevel has only 1 orbital, so you do 1 line, and this has just 1 electron, so you have it 1 electron on the orbital, and since it's spinning clockwise, the arrow is pointing